Hey everyone, Armin from Armin here. On Sunday 1st of December 2019, Pimax held an event in Gouda, the Netherlands. This was done together with VRSpace. I went there to try out the new upcoming Pimax headsets, the 8K-X and the 8K+. Before I continue with this video, I should remind you that this is not a sponsored video. I'm not a member of VRSpace, nor am I a member of the Pimax company. I'm an individual, and I care to share my experiences and side of things with the world. Everything you hear from me in this video is the result of my unbiased experiences with the Pimax headsets. Now that I've made it clear, let's continue with the video. I spent about a good half of the day trying out the headsets with different games that were available. That is well more than 2 hours of gameplay and almost 2 hours of technical inspections on the headsets themselves. The rest of the day I spent with other VR enthusiasts who came to the event, took photos and videos to make this content for you to show here. I asked them about their experiences and they kindly shared them with me. Although most of them did not wish to say it in front of the camera, a few did, and I've done my best to filter out the noise in the background so you can hear what they shared.
So my first thought, it's comfortable on the head, and on the back it's very comfortable. But for the nose, because I have a bigger nose, you can feel it after some time. And that's the problem for me then, and that's only for the comfort side.
What about the lens and the screen door effect?
That's actually what blew me away, because it's the first time I tried the Pimax, and the field of view is just so wide, and it's very clear, the text is very clear, you can see the colors are very, so colorful, and the screen door effect is totally gone actually for me. So that's a big difference, and that's actually my first thoughts about it. Flabbergasted. The blacks are good. For people, it's very important. The blacks are very good. For Elite Dangerous.
Anything else negative or positive?
Yeah, so for the first time when you use the Pimax, you have to get used to the panels. I had a problem that my eyes has to get used to the panels. So after a few minutes, in the beginning you get it's going to be difficult for my eyes because of the 3D effects they're using, and but like other people say, when you get used to it, you can get rid of it, of this problem. So I trust on them, and but it's good to mention it.
You should know that for the very first time I tried both Pimax 8K-X and 8K+ headsets in VR Days, which was held on 14th and 15th of November in the Netherlands. On a live stream on 14th, I shared my experiences with you, the audience. You can find the link to that stream in the description. I received more questions about the headsets and I got to test most of them out for you during this event, so I can answer them here and now. All of us who attended the event got a chance to try out the new and upcoming Pimax 8K+ headset. Unfortunately, we could not play with the 8K-X since something had gone wrong with their cables during the Pimax Euro trip. At every seat where I tested the headset, I checked my experiences and wrote them down. Working with different VR headsets every day is part of my work, and after years of constantly using all these VR headsets and being aware of their differences, it was straightforward what to look for. Here's my summary. Your eyes form an extremely important part of your body. If you wear a headset and suffer from dried eyes, this headset does not make much difference. If you are like me and wear glasses while using the headset, be aware that my large glasses do fit comfortably inside the new headsets thanks to the new Pimax head strap. With the Varjo, XTAL, Oculus Go, Rift S, Vive Pro, some Windows mixed reality headsets and the new Valve Index, I always have to replace their default face cushions for a more padded one, to prevent my glasses from touching either the top or the bottom of the headset, or even worse, the headset lenses themselves. With the new Pimax head strap, which already includes a generously wide face and cheek cushions, along with the side and back cushions, I never experienced any issues regarding my glasses. At first, my head strap was not comfortable and it was pressing downwards on my nose. After discussing my issues with other participants in the event, it was brought to my attention that I never adjusted the top strap properly for my head. From the moment I paid attention to the top strap and applied a minor adjustment on every headset after wearing them, the new head strap felt light, comfortable and well balanced. I no longer felt the front of the headset pressing downwards on my nose, nor did they feel heavy while I was using them. The headset nose gap included an elastic material that prevented light bleed. Unlike some other headsets that use either an elastic material or a sponge material that minimize the light bleed from around the nose, this led to me being able to breathe normally without any pressure blocking my nose or the lenses getting foggy. Oh yes, fog. Another issue that I encounter when using Oculus Rift, Quest and the good old Vive headsets. Usually about 10 minutes of usage, these headsets get foggy. Every time it happens, I have to take them off, clean up the lens and my glasses, put them on again, and then continue. When I was trying the Pimax headsets, each headset was on my head for around 40-45 minutes non-stop while I was playing a game or watching 2D videos. The comfort of the head strap together with the fact that I did not have any issues with the fog was refreshing and relaxing. Since the Oculus Quest and Rift S were present at VRSpace, I tried them out in between my experiences with the Pimax headsets in the same room, just in case the fog-related issues had anything to do with my studio art I'm in. Within 5 minutes of trying the Quest and about 10 minutes of trying the Rift S, the lenses and my glasses started fogging. By the way, if you're still watching this video and enjoy the content, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. What about resolution? It was just great. Was it higher than the Index, Rift S and Quest? At first, I did not notice any differences. On every game, I saw the dashboard of the different race cars, planes and spaceships without any issues. But after about a minute of playing the game, I noticed how easy it was to see the opponent cars in the side mirrors and not just see a blurred blob of pixels. The scenery and the environment was more enjoyable. I tried Quest and Rift S later on again when I was testing for the fogs, and the differences in sharpness was immediately visible to me. When I was watching 2D content, I kept my head in place, did not move at all. Just like when I'm watching Netflix on the Quest on my chair or on the couch, I wanted to see if at any moment I started noticing the pixels while watching a movie. On Oculus Go, Rift and HTC Vive Pro, despite their rather good screen resolutions, the pixels were visible within less than a minute. On Oculus Quest and Pimax 5K Plus, I noticed the pixels after a few minutes when I keep my head relaxed without any movement. Not a few seconds, but a few minutes. On the Pimax 8K Plus, at first I spent more than 15 minutes of watching content till I began to heavily look for any pixels. I could not find any. But please, be aware that if you have eagle eyes, then you should try it for yourself to know what you would see. Did I mention that I had tried Varjo and XTAL headsets twice within the past year? Those of you who have tried the Varjo headsets or perhaps read about them know that only the center section of their screen shows high resolution to the eyes and around it is of a lower resolution. On the XTAL headset, however, the entire screen is high resolution. When it comes to the Pimax 8K Plus, the entire screen did display high resolution renders and it was not limited to just a part of it. What about screen door effects? That's very easy. There was none. I could not believe at first how great the dark space of Elite Dangerous looked. I no longer needed to move my head sideways as I used to in the Rift S and Index to avoid the SDE when trying to quickly read numbers and text on the dashboard. What about the refresh rate? Was the difference between the high refresh rate of Valve Index and the Pimax noticeable? At first, no. But using the Valve Index after the Pimax, the refresh rate difference was apparent to me. Next time, when I get to try the 8KX again, I will try to compare the 90Hz refresh rate of the 8K Plus with the 75 or 80Hz of the 8KX. But was there any lag or smearing effects on the display? That is something that you can spot easily on a headset display where you have a light background with dark objects. When moving the head horizontally or vertically, they can be noticed. For example, on Oculus Quest, this effect is easily noticeable. But I have not noticed it on the Valve Index, neither on the Pimax 8K Plus. Let's talk about the distortions. Last year I did notice image distortions on the corners of the 5K Plus and 8K when rendering with the wide FOV. Normally it is something I do not see clearly because I wear glasses. The light coming into my eyes from the corners of my glasses are not clear to me. But without the glasses, the distortions on the 5K Plus and the 8K were visible. This time, with the Pimax 8K Plus, the distortions that I saw in the previous headset models on the wide FOV was not there anymore. There was something else. The lens of the Pimax at the very edge seemed to be squishing the images. Please note that I did try to pay attention to it both with and without my glasses. With my glasses, this was not even noticeable to me. Without the glasses, however, I cannot see the image clear as a whole. But because I was looking for this behavior, I did notice that the image seems to be squished. I asked a few people who did not wear glasses after they tried the headsets, and they all informed me that they did not notice any rendering issues. So, the bottom line for distortion, is it distortion free? I did not see any of the distortions on the sides with the wide FOV that the 5K Plus and the 8K headsets have had. It did not have any weird rendering issues on the sides either, but the lens seemed to be squishing the very last millimeter of the display. I cannot say more about it until I open up a headset, remove the lens just to look at the displays and their content raw. Now the last item, the eye tracking. I have tried a few headsets that included eye tracking modules. I can safely say that none of the headsets that I have ever tried, including the Pimax, had their eye tracking modules working correctly when I was wearing my glasses. That wraps it up. If you have watched this video so far, let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, your experiences, your questions for future when I get to try other headsets from Pimax or other companies again. Thanks for watching everyone. Special thanks goes to SweViver VR Ambassador and Jeno for their support on Patreon. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you'd like to see more content from me, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. If you so kindly think about supporting me, please head over to the patreon.com/artarmin where you can support this channel for as little as $1 a month and gain access to behind the scene footage as well as exclusive early access content before it shows up anywhere else. Check out the description for links to the pages mentioned in this video. Until next time. If you so kindly think about supporting me again. Elastic material that prevented light bleed in between my experiences. Easy it was to see the opponent cars. Just see blurred block. Oh no, I made noises with the chair again. But after about the scenery and the environment was more enjoyable. Very when rendering with the wide, not wide, FOV. Wide FOV again.